Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 85. Do you own your money? Has XRP finally bottomed? And 25 million luxury apartments to be tokenized. Now, if you are catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. If you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. We're live every night at 9 p.m. Central, or except for this week, which we're at 10 p.m. Central U.S. time. So, yeah, thank you for being here, guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Middle of the week, so yeah, 2 more days to go for the weekend, right? If you have free weekends, certainly you're probably looking forward to those. Yeah, so let's get on to the news, man. So I have some really interesting articles today, so I really hope you guys like them, particularly the first one I really like, because it certainly does seem to drive a case for crypto. Now, let's get on to the articles. Argentina's example shows that you don't own your money. According to reports, the new limit on US dollar purchases in Argentina is assigned to preserve the reserve of the central bank. That is what the Central Bank of Argentina said in a statement. They're actually saying that given the current degree of uncertainty, the board of directors of the central bank decided to take a series of measures this Sunday that seek to preserve the reserves of the central bank. The measures announced are temporary until December 2019. Now, the bank is worried about the potential collapse of the Argentinian peso, which has devalued almost 85% in just under 4 years. Again, that's a lot of devaluation. Now, in early September, we talked about the other controls they were placing in, right? At the time, it was a purchase limit of $10,000 per month that affected both businesses and people, while the new stricter regime of $200 per month affects potentially anyone. Though the measures are said to be temporary, uncertainty remains, and understandably so. Now, the article goes on to note that centralized policy guidance from the International Monetary Fund only made things worse, claiming Argentina is the only wealthy country to experience so great a reversal in recent history, despite the involvement of the International Monetary Fund. And indeed, the IMF loans and guidance have aggravated, not alleviated, Argentina's problems. Now, protests against unfair and reckless economic policy are currently happening worldwide, along with Argentina, Chile, France, Hong Kong, Indonesia, India, Egypt, and Lebanon are some of the current hotbeds of economic unrest. In India's case, it's particularly noteworthy as reports have emerged of people dying as a result of lack of access to the money in their bank accounts. Imagine, dude, having your money there and not being able to touch it because the bank is not letting you do it, right? So again, is it really your money, or why is the bank taking that freedom away from you, right? Again, it's not the best, man, and does certainly drive a case for Bitcoin, where no one can take your Bitcoin, right? Anyways, as for Lebanon, banks have now closed for over a week. The news outlet Al Jazeera reported on October 29th, Lebanon's Banking Association said banks would remain shut down on Tuesday for a 10th straight working day, but said that the central banks had provided the liquidity necessary to pay out salaries for public sector workers, including members of security forces. Now, in Chile, ATMs are reportedly running out of cash and becoming non-functional amidst the turmoil of current protests, seeing grocery stores beginning to run out of food and infrastructure being burned and destroyed by frustrated demonstrators. Again, guys, the world is starting to burn because people are not happy with the governments, and the governments don't get it, right? Everything they've done is to protect the rich, the banks, let's save the banks, right? And then, screw the people, right? In some countries, I can't remember which country it was, but they took half of your money or whatever was in your bank account because it was your solemn obligation to basically help the banks stay alive, right? So again, is it good that we're preserving dinosaurs? Is the banking industry dying? Should crypto become the new banking industry? I mean, it is certainly referenced that Bitcoin is the only bank without a CEO, without a marketing department, and like any kind of division that is worth more than any other bank in the world, right? Anyways, shame that so many things are going on, and the governments don't get it. They just don't want to lose whatever little power they have, because I mean, not little, a lot of power, considering they hold the money, and he who holds the money has the power. Again, so shame that these things are happening, but again, it might open the eyes to more people that start using crypto. And then governments, what are governments going to do when they can't control you because they don't control your money, right? I mean, that's when things are really going to get interesting. Anyways, on to the next article. So crypto's not 100% bad, right? So it's also not 100% good, but now it's starting to preserve like older buildings, like a US power plant that is more than 100 years old and is of significant historical value, is being saved from demolition by cryptocurrency. The 110-year-old power plant, All Rainbow, is being allowed to become a cryptocurrency mining farm. Dave Klassen, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, snap. I didn't post that on Twitter. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, so the power plant All Rainbow is being allowed to become a cryptocurrency mining farm after being granted approval by the Federal Energy Regulator Commission. Proposal documents submitted by to the Federal Energy Regulator Commission say the mining machines will be placed in just one part of the building, and there are plans to expand, presumably if the endeavor proves profitable. Cryptocurrency mining operations at All Rainbow will be staffed 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Now, it's kind of funny. The article does say this also, that this power plant used to be a hydraulic power plant, right? It used to be like a green power plant, right? Green energy, renewable energy. And right now it's basically going to become one of the most contaminant, it's going to house one of the most contaminant industries in the market, right? Because crypto does consume, particularly Bitcoin, 1% of the world's energy production. So again, that is a lot of energy, man. And a lot of that energy is not renewable. So again, it is certainly, consuming a lot of contaminants. Anyways, let's go and look at the market, man. What is going on? Dave, how's it going, man? I think it's the first time I've seen you here. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for saying hi. And I'm not sure if you've seen our show before or not. I usually do news and then charts. Then I go back to news and then back to charts, Right now, I'm not going to have any news for Bitcoin or Ethereum until Ripple. So I'm just going to go through those charts and then come back to this, and then go back to the news and then come back to the charts, right? No, sorry, I do have news for Ethereum. No news for Ethereum. Litecoin, I do have news. Anyways, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. And also thanks to all the 6 people tuned in, man. I really appreciate it. Anyways, what is going on with the market cap? Yesterday we gained a little bit more money, right? 0.37. Right now, gaining still 0.28. Yesterday closing at 235.51 billion, and right now sitting at 236.22 billion. Again, money flowing into the cryptosphere is good, right? It means there's more people interested, there's more people willing to buy, and that usually will bring more price action and volatility into the market. So what's going on with Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance yesterday making positive gains, also 0.02%. Right now making positive 0.06. Yesterday from an opening of 69.61, closing at 69.62, and right now sitting at 69.66. Yeah, like I said, your outlook on Bitcoin depends on what you want Bitcoin to do. I'm looking at the daily, man. I was looking at the 1 hour. Yesterday, we lost money, FML. I was looking at Ripple before the show started, man. Take back that stuff I said about the total crypto market cap. Yesterday, we lost money, man. That's not good. 2.77%. Money flowing out of the cryptosphere. Right now, also money flowing out of the cryptosphere. 0.36%. Yesterday, closing at 236.92. Right now, sitting at 236.05 billion. Man, that kind of sucks, man. I was getting excited that we were getting money in. Anyways, things started to look a little bit weird when I look at the Bitcoin chart, and I was like, man, this doesn't seem right. That channel is too long. Anyways, I can see now that I was looking at the 1 hour. Anyways, below that 70% is good. Right now, making a negative day yesterday, 0.06. Right now, a little bit of a negative day, 0.02. Yesterday, opening at 69.72, closing at 69.67, and right now sitting at 69.66. Still, not much going on, right? Is it good? Is it bad that he's losing? That was a question I was going to pose before I realized I was off. Anyways, it depends on your outlook, man. If you want Bitcoin to dominate, that is good, right? But if you want to have a more balanced ecosystem, then you want the pie to be divided a little bit more equally amongst all participants. Maybe not all the smaller cryptos will be as equal, but I mean, at least the top ones should have a little bit more action. Yeah, let's go into the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at $9,132. What is going on with Bitcoin? Well, we broke out of this downsloping channel, right? To say so, we broke out of this downsloping trend that we're in with the equidistant channels, right? But here we have it a little bit better, right? We have prices to the upside and to the downside. So, right, impulse up. You can say that on the daily we're consolidating, down sloping again. That would be healthy. That would be like a bull flag again. And we want to see that, right? That usually means that we're going to pump to the upside. We'll have to look at a more micro time frame to see what is going on right now. Because the days, like I said, we're getting indecision going on, right? You had a positive, then you had negative, then you go again, try to make up that negative, fail a little bit. Then you make a little bit more negative right now. And right now, it's still a little bit negative going on. However, this day just started 3 hours ago, so we have to wait and see what is really going to happen here. We touched that upper part of the downsloping channel. You're using it as support right now, which is good. But on this picture right now, there's nothing I can see. The only thing I could see yesterday, and I didn't really want to call it. I called it out, but then I deleted it. It was from here to here, and from here to here, you would be having kind of like bearish divergence, right? Hidden bearish divergence. That would mean price continuation. Again, not the best looking right now because it's such a short frame. You really want to go from one island to another one, or even have some white spaces between the island, unless you're seeking slant divergence, which in case you would definitely take three or four momentum sticks or bars and put them together, right? Anyway, sitting high on the RSI at 57.23, not bought, but certainly in that neutral zone, but high on that neutral zone. Sitting above that 20 MA with volatility open on the Bollinger Bands and still within the range that we've called, which is the 10,234 and 10,234 and 8,938. Now, is it good? Is it bad? Well, so long as we're stay within this range is good, man. We're gonna reset the oscillator a little bit and maybe get more room to run to the upside, and that's probably what we should do if we want to pump again. Now, what is going on with Bitcoin on the 4 hours, man? Yesterday we kind of traced this triangle, right? We said we might be within the structure. We haven't quite broken out. However, it seems like we could adjust it a little bit, right? And it would seem to be a little bit more down sloping than symmetrical, right? And I just adjust for the last 2 bars, right? The closings were still within the triangle, but I just want to adjust to touch those bottom parts. Negative momentum still decreasing right now, and sitting neutral on the RSI at 49.50. Again, sitting below that 20 MA, right? Are we doing something that might get us to pump? Well, in the 4 hours, there's nothing we can really call because this is high. It's a higher low, right? It's a lower low, and again, we're making more negative momentum. So nothing here yet. Not within this island on the 4 hour. Now, if you wanted to look farther back, you can certainly go from somewhere around here all the way up to here. Somewhere from here up to here, right? I think it's too far of a time frame to take into account, but still, you will be making hidden bullish divergence. That usually means price continuation. My question here is, where are we going to continue to? The upside, downside, or sideways, right? Because we're moving sideways a little bit right now. Within this triangle, again, down sloping triangles are usually not the best. You can't break to the upside because you're weak, and usually you end up breaking to the downside on down sloping triangles. Again, we've seen it happen, right, on this more major triangle that we were in, right? This, I have it here. You'll be able to see it here a little bit better, right? Is this green line, right? I just made a regular triangle here so you guys can see it a little bit better. But we're failing to get higher, right? And, we ended up breaking to the downside because the demand wasn't there to push us higher, right? So again, usually we're seeing something similar develop right now on a more smaller scale. That I really hope it doesn't mean price action to the downside, man. We really want to see this pumping. We really want to see this market keep on going up right now, and basically gain what happened on September 24th, right, when we had this dump breaking out of the triangle. Anyways, we kind of sort of broke out of this falling wedge that we had traced. Now, when we broke out of this triangle to the downside, we were expecting to hit a measure move, We ended up making this low that confirmed a bottom part for this downsloping wedge, right? We can use now this line as support. And we created a resistance on the top, right? Just by following that line of the triangle that we were in. So, what is going on? We broke to the upside. We should have hit a mesh remove. We're not there yet, man. We're sitting at 13,293. So, again, is it good? Is it bad? You know, not really happy that we're not up there. But we're just sitting somewhere around... What is the snap? The 382, the 9,700 and 9,765. No, I have it here and I'm on micro. Sorry. The thing is, I have lines going on because here I have a more micro traced than the previous one. The previous one is from a major high to low. This is just on a more micro scale. I was trying to find this one here, the 50% line. 9,831. That's the one that we can't get above. Anyways, tried to do it twice, we rejected it. Right now we're falling a little bit below that 382 again. When you retrace, common retrace areas are the 382 to the 618. And 618 would be at 10,424. We didn't get up there. We at least hit the 50% line, and now we could certainly start to retrace and go down again. That's the thing I don't like about this. Again, I don't like to use fibs that much. Right now I'm relying a little bit here because the pattern is not really clear as to what it's going to do. Right here you can see, here it seems to be a little bit more upsloping than we were in the other chart, right? Here and maybe here, right? It doesn't seem to be that much, that flat, right? There, and there. Still, not as symmetrical, a little bit downsloping, but not as downsloping as it looked in this chart, right? Again, different charts have different bottoms and different anchor points. So, anyways. That's it for this, right? We're still within this area of support resistance that I have traced. I'm just going to make it a little bit larger right now. Trying to keep it at the same level. There we go. We're within this area still. We might just bounce to the upside, you know, still trying to figure out what this is going to do. Starting to make less negative momentum. Again, I don't like the fact that we didn't develop any bullish divergence that would pump us to the upside. That's just a little bit sad there, but, you know, we'll make do with what we have, right? Now let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, what do we have yesterday? Sorry. There we go. I think yesterday we were up to here somewhere. 29th. Yeah, somewhere around here. We didn't develop anything, right? We're going slightly higher, right? Or I think we did have something. I'm not sure why it's not showing up on the chart. Is this 4 p.m.? Yes. So... trying to figure this out. Just see what I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure I had something charted out, and since I look at this also in the mornings, for some reason it's not there again. Anyways, this would be like positive momentum, right? You can see it up here in this number. You'll see a positive 0.71 again, and you're going slightly lower, right? And then here you're going the inverse slightly higher. You will be making hidden. Actually, on the way up to here, so there you go. Even to this point right here, and being this point here, you'll be going down. You'll be going higher on that negative momentum, on that positive momentum. You will be making hidden bearish divergence. Again, it will be in price continuation. You know, we're making a lower high than the previous high, and we just kept on doing that. So again, price continuation to the downside. I'm trying to look at a more micro scale. If we're developing something that we could play with. So higher low, lower low, low, lower low. Again, nothing in this area. All right, so what is this at? 21 and 22. So again, here you're going lower on that momentum. You're also going lower on that price. So nothing there. Right now you want a little bit up. So okay, so where we're at right now. See, we touched that line that I was talking about, the support, right? Hey, Will and James, how's it going, man? Thank you for tuning in, man. We also have another guy here, Dave Klassen. I'm not sure if he's still here with us or not, but Dave, if you're still here, hi, man. And yeah. Anyways, let me check something out real quick. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, like I said, something that I'm expecting to happen, or that I was expecting to happen, but it didn't quite play out, was for us to get a little, maybe here, man, not that far off, but here, make very little negative momentum, create that bullish divergence and pump to the upside, but right now it's not looking like we're going to get that. We're still below that 20 MA. We're just facing it right now. We might reject it. And if we don't reject it, you know, we're going to probably run to the upper part of the channel, try to touch it. And then if we fail, we're probably going to break to the downside again. William James, I don't think you were here when I was talking about this, but look at this triangle that we're developing right now on the 1 hour, right? And snap. And look at the triangle we had here, right? So we have a triangle here, down sloping, more or less similar, right? And then this triangle that we have here, which we'll see in the 1 hour. There we go. So again, there's a chance we might break to the downside, man. I'm not really liking that. Still have to wait for this to play out a little bit better, I guess, and then we'll make sure and come back and see how it keeps on going, right? Right now, I'm not seeing any divergence, bullish or bearish, on the 1 hour, 4 hour, or daily that I'm able to call clearly and confidently as to what we're gonna do, right? We're making a lower high than the previous high. We're also not making a lower low than the previous low, so we're just like channeling into that triangle, not really doing here anything that I can call out, and I don't like it. We're sitting low on the RSI at 45, again neutral, but certainly on that lower part of that neutral zone. Positive momentum bar starting to go on again, and that's it for Bitcoin right now, man. Unfortunately, there's nothing more I can call at this point in time. Just keep an eye out though. If this is a valid pattern, we're very mature into the pattern. And, you know, Bitcoin does like to break more or less where we're at right now. So we'll see how we break out from this. Anyways, what is going on with Ethereum? Again, I don't have any news for Ethereum today. So I'm just going to look at the Ethereum chart. Let's look at dominance. You missed the first article, man. First article was pretty good. Yeah, not much still. Wells make a move. Yeah, we'll see what they make, man. And you also missed my big mess up when I started calling out stuff on the 1 hour, thinking it was a daily for dominance and market cap. That was hilarious. Anyways, what is going on with the market, with the Ethereum dominance? Yesterday we lost some, 1.24%. Right now gaining a little bit, 0.24. Seeing at 8.40 again. You know, it's all good. Above 8, I'm happy with Ethereum. What's going on with Ethereum, man? We're still within this triangle that I traced, right? This upsloping channel that you can see here. I'll highlight it and I'll extend it right now just for demonstration, right? And then this downsloping channel that we're also in and that we have not been able to break out. Here, I just made that triangle beautifully, right? You can see where they made. Anyways, we're still within this we're still in the major downtrend, right? On that upper part. But we're now within a smaller uptrend within that major downtrend. We've created that divergence that I called out. We pumped to the downside. You know, I'm pretty sure I called this out yesterday. And I'm happy. This was a little bit higher probably when I was calling it out. So we could go to this one now and fix it there. Because I had that bar up here. We don't have it on the RSI. On the RSI, you're going higher. Sorry, you do have it on the RSI as well. It's from here to here. Maybe you didn't have it on the RSI when I was charting it, but there we go. So again, you have that hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, and the question was, where are we going to continue to? The major downtrend or the smaller uptrend? Now, I would hope that we keep on the smaller uptrend, but again, we're also getting very mature into this triangle pattern, right? And it's symmetrical. And in symmetrical triangles, it can go either way, right? Because we're not really making anything. We had this bullish divergence that bumped us to the upside, but after that, not much going on, man. Yeah, sitting neutral on the RSI at 52.45. Less negative momentum, or sorry, less positive momentum right now. And that's about it for the daily, man. The market's not been doing much since yesterday, except that we called this out, right? And then we were around here yesterday when I was doing the stream. This bar hadn't closed because this was 11 p.m. But right now it shows 10 because I'm an hour behind. So again, this hadn't developed yet, and I called out divergence, and look, man, lo and behold, it broke to the downside. I actually went on the Discord and said that it wasn't for this one, it was for XRP, and I said, look, man, the divergence I called out, it's playing out. You're gonna get some price action to the downside. It wasn't that big, man. It was probably like from 192 to what was the lowest? 180, so like a $12 move. Not that much, right? Anyways, making native momentum still more of it, even though you're going higher. So again, you will be kind of like diverging here. So you will be creating a hidden bullish divergence. That would mean price continuation, at least slanted right now. And that's about it. I'm gonna get rid of this. Just remember we called it out. It's probably price continuation. Again, the question is it gonna be to the upside or the downside? It's still yet to be determined. Nothing on the other side that we can call yet either. So I'm gonna go into the 1 hour. Anyways, on the other side, sitting at 50. 50.00, man. That is very weird. I've never seen it that neutral. This is 100% vanilla ice cream. No flavors added. No like little specks of vanilla. Anything, dude. It's just like that plain, boring vanilla ice cream that you get at the supermarket. Yeah, that's where we're sitting at right now. Anyways, let's go into the 1 hour. What is going on here on the 1 hour? We call this divergence here as well. It was hidden bullish, so again, price continuation. We got to the upside, low, higher low, right? More positive momentum, so again, going with the market. Higher positive, more positive momentum, right? Higher again, going with the market. On the bottom, dude, low, right? Lower low, more negative momentum. Again, we're just having regular market movements within the structure. So again, you love vanilla? Yeah, man. That's fine, bro. Vanilla is a classic, man. When I'm referring to vanilla here, I'm just saying it's doing nothing, man. It's just very neutral, man. Anyways, sitting at 45.44. We're just going with the market right now. There's nothing I can call here, man. There's nothing developing that I can see right now with my eyes that are tired from the day. But that's about it, man. Nothing else, dude. Unless you really want to ignore all this data, right, and go all the way back here, right, and then you would be developing bearish divergence. So from here to here, we're going higher. From here to here, we'll be going lower, right? You would get price action to the downside. You got it. But you know, other than that, for me, this is too long of a time frame on the 1 hour.
Jam.
Okay, with roasted coconuts. Oh man, so good. Yeah, but remember, I said plain vanilla. No flavors added. No little dots of vanilla in it. Just the boringest kind of vanilla. Store, like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, maybe that's what's playing out. For me, this is too much data. We're ignoring this island. Again, we should ignore it. We're also ignoring this island that we should ignore. But if you want to call something out, certainly would seem to make sense, right? For me, it's too large of a time frame. Again, like I said, for me, I wouldn't have called it there. But again, it does seem to make sense. So I'll just leave it as this. Anyways, like I said, sitting neutral at 45.19 here. So that's it for Ethereum. Let's go on to Ripple. Oh, man, what is going on with Ripple? Peter Brandt, that guy that we've talked about, that amazing trader that has lots of followers on Twitter, believes that Ripple is about to bottom soon. Now, if he's correct, Ripple is likely to be in a position to pump before swell. Peter Brandt saying, if you want to see what a very clean diamond looks like, see XRP. And we'll definitely see XRP in a second, right? Just gonna hear the music to play. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Anyways, like I said, dude, he's saying that if you want to see a very clean diamond, look at XRP. A diamond pattern is a reversal pattern that's not often seen in traditional assets like stocks and commodities. However, it has already made a couple of appearances this year in cryptos. Like the first one was earlier this year when Bitcoin bottomed out at 3,000 and then started to pump. Now, in a follow-up tweet, the trader also noted that the key level to take out is 0.3038, so 30 cents or 30.38 cents. A move above that price area completes the pattern with a target of 0.46 or 46 cents, right? 46.91. Now, in other words, Brand expects Ripple to skyrocket by more than 54% after the breakout. Can't even hold 30 cents. It's getting played out. People are getting, yeah. Look, man, this is the pattern that he's calling out, right? The diamond pattern has always been a top pattern among traditional markets. I suppose the pattern might work for a bottom in crypto markets. If you want to know what a very clean diamond looks like, see XRP. And then this one's one from Bitcoin, right? This was Bitcoin, I guess. Is it said Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin to dollar. Anyways, here's where it bottomed out, and then you had that break to the upside, right? This will be Ripple, and again, I'll look at Ripple. It just looks a little bit different right now. I did take his idea and put it into the chart. I hadn't seen that diamond until I saw his tweet. And where in Ripple did I put it? Was it this one? Yeah, there we go. So this would be the diamond that he's making. I use the same anchor points, right? I do see it for sure. We kind of got above that 30 cent line, right? 30.38, but we're not able to close above it, man. And I guess that's what he's talking about. Closing above it would certainly pump us to the upside. Look, man, yesterday, right? I called that divergence. I told you we're gonna move to the downside, and guess what? We did, man. So again, no surprise. I said we're not very likely gonna be able to hold the 30 cents, and when we started, we were up here, and I said, look, man, we're above 30 cents. That's what we can close it. And I was like super excited, and then you know what? Like, whatever, man. That's Ripple, man. Anyways, Ripple reminds me of this, and someone actually posted it on XRP trying to break the 30-cent resistance. That's Ripple. If you've seen this video, you know what the 30-cent resistance looks like, right? Again, really trying to take it out, switching with the other guys. Everyone's trying to take a ram at that 30 cent, and no one can actually break it, man. Then what I said, remember what I talked about that. People are going to get tired, right? You get tired. So either you break it, or you get tired and then you break to the downside. Getting tired just means that you have no more demand at that level. Whoever was willing to buy around that level bought already, and they don't have any more cash, or they don't want to buy anything higher, right? Yeah, there we go. Kick it in. Yeah, anyways, that's Ripple right now. So again, there's a supply of money, or Ripple, or whatever, around this area that are people willing to sell at that area, right? So you try to buy, you try to buy, you try to buy. Two things that happen. All the people that are willing to buy end up running out of funds, or don't want to buy anymore at that level. Then this goes to the downside, right? And that supply is still there. And then you probably get people that are willing to buy these lower levels again, right? Or you eat up this supply, right? That's here. And then people want more Ripple, right? So they want more. Again, there's more demand, and then you will go to the next level of supply. If there exists one, it should be like up there, right? Anyways, not up here, but you know, to the upside. That's what I'm trying to like show. Anyways, that is very likely what's gonna happen. Right now, I'm seeing that we're tired, man. Look, we run down. We might try to run up again. This day is showing indecision right now. In the 3 days that has been going on, let's want to see how this plays out, man. Because again, not the best looking when this might just break down. Yeah, 31, 32 cents seem to be a good number area. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much it's gonna bump pretty swell, man. I am expecting to see something. Peter Brand is expected to see something. A lot of people are speculating that this is gonna go to the upside again. Not sure how hard this is gonna pump to the upside. I do see the long-term value in Ripple. Anyways, let's go to the chart, man. Outside of that channel, we try to go to the upside. We created that divergence that I was talking about. I called it out yesterday. We're somewhere around here with that negative, with the price action, you know, because I do have the bar up there, right? We were like around here. I said, look, man, we're still gonna make it. We ended up breaking to the downside. So again, I'll just anchor it to here. And we were around here also with the RSI. I'll just anchor it to here. So again, the divergence that we called out played out beautifully. We talked about bouncing around that 20 MA. We kind of did. And, you know, if we failed, we're going to go to the 236. And then after that, you know, maybe the 27th, 911, right? Again, we are again within this range that we want to break out of and just can't get out of it, man. You just want to see confirmation? Yeah. Me too, man. I want to see confirmation on Ripple. If it gets to 50 cents, I'm going to sell all my stacks and I'm going to buy back when it drops, man. Very likely I'm going to sell 50 cents. Or higher, you know. If I see that it's still pumping, I'm just probably going to keep raising my stop loss until it starts to tank, and then I'll just sell spot maybe if it starts to go down hard. But, you know, 50 cents is probably where I'm going to call out for that. At least that's my exiting strategy right now for Ripple. Anyways, making negative price action, negative momentum right now, and sitting neutral on the other side, 54.87. Volatility started to tighten on the Bollinger Bands. Again, we might get another pump, hopefully. Stuff I don't like is that if we come down here, we're going to make more negative momentum, so we're not going to create any divergence. It's probably not going to be the best. Let's go into a more micro scale and try to figure out what is going on with this. Low, lower low, right? So again, you know, not the best looking, but this is a higher low, right? So again, you could sort of say you have slanted bullish divergence that might see price continuation. Now that's all that's going on in the 4 hours. We have not done much since yesterday. I mean, this is the drop that we had. We have to consolidate a little bit. That's fine. Making less negative momentum, sitting neutral on the other side, 47.90. Let's go into the 1 hour and see what is happening there. On the 1 hour, high, lower high, positive momentum, lower positive momentum, low, lower low, again, low, lower positive momentum, negative momentum, sorry. And then try to make a new high again. Hidden bearish divergence, right? Yes, sir, we have it. And again, that might mean price continuation. You can see that we've been moving more or less sideways. So again, continuation just it might mean more sideways motion. On the bottom part, we're not doing anything to be able to call. We have no negative islands. We're not making a lower low. Here, it would be very nice to come down here, make at least the same level of price or a little bit lower, create that divergence that will pump us to the upside again. That would be great if we can do it. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. But that's it for Ripple, man. It's sitting at 45.10 on the RSI on the 1 hour. Again, nothing much going on, man. This didn't play out, this triangle, right? I said it was too short of a pattern. It's all just right now. And it's probably gonna look everything but a triangle. Like a very larger triangle. Right, and swell will be, sorry man, not that bad of a triangle. Right, because we know swell is gonna be around the 7th or 8th, I think. So again, the 7th is around here, so we might just be getting some movement pre-swell if we break out of this triangle. We might break to the upside again, hopefully, like we have with all these symmetrical triangles that we had. So, man, glad have I adjusted that? Because again, I can see it now. I'm gonna look at the 4 hours and make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yes, we're making a serpent, right? We're making a snake. It's going like this. And now we have the head of the snake going on. Anyways, I'm just messing around right now with the chart. Guess who has an article today? Litecoin. We have an article for Litecoin, finally. Anyways, the article starts by saying it is no secret that Litecoin wants to become a privacy coin. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee made that clear when he revealed a change in direction for the project, among which involved partnering with Green developer David Burkett to implement the Mimblewimble protocol and use the extension blocks for privacy and scalability on the network. I'll post that in the corner up here. We talked about Mimblewimble before. It sounds like mumble jumbo, and that's probably what's going to happen to these guys. Anyways, privacy has been a major theme in the cryptocurrency market, one that has cost some high-profile coins, including Zcash and Monero, exchange listings in Japan. Also, remember, Zcash got delisted from Coinbase when they went to the UK, so that they could use their the UK financial flow system or whatever, the money, so they could get quicker access to the money in the market. Anyways, Charlie Lee apparently is a betting person because he's willing to take a chance, and he stated that at the Litecoin Summit in Las Vegas. He says, there's definitely a risk, but I think the way we're approaching it is pretty safe. Dude, ain't nothing safe about that. 2 coins already got banned from exchanges. Your coin is sinking. You're losing mining power, and you want to bet? Well, I mean, I guess it's better than doing nothing, right? Because I think if they do nothing, they're just going to die out. I think this might be his Hail Mary, but getting delisted, I'm not sure that's going to be the best thing for him, man. Anyways, for Lee, it's real about fungibility, which makes it so one Litecoin is equal to one Litecoin, regardless of which Litecoin is being spent. And that can't be achieved without privacy. Sorry, ambulance going outside. Anyways, yeah, that can be obtained without privacy. He's actually saying the public nature of the history of the coin makes it so that people can censor you based on which coin you are spending, and I like to see that changed. Well, yeah, I mean, that would be nice, but going private, really? I mean, dude, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this project, man, to be honest. Like, the guy sold all his money. Why is he even talking about this? He doesn't hold Litecoin. He sold all his, like, dough of Litecoin, right? Like, he's, like, bankroll Litecoin. A-hole. Anyways, what is going on here, man? Yesterday, we were losing some dominance, 0.45. Right now, we're gaining it again. 0.88, sitting at 1.57 off market cap. Again, pretty good. Where's Litecoin sitting at in price? Well, you know, we kind of had this going on, and I'll just adjust it like we did for Ripple. And there we go. We're still also on November the 2nd. So again, Litecoin 58.33. Again, on that upper part of the downsloping channel, right? The major downsloping channel on the upper half. Sitting above that 20 MA still. Sitting at 52.78 on the RSI and making less positive momentum. But again, nothing much going on the daily. So let's go look at a more micro. 4 hours. What is happening here? We had divergence. We broke to the downside. It was up here when I was calling it out. Maybe it's on the 1 hour still, because this is a 4 hour candle. So I'm not going to touch it. We're making a lower low than the previous low, right? So again, you know, here we had a hidden bullish divergence, right? In the 4 hour, you can see it. Low, higher low, 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 more negative momentum. And then we kind of pumped to the upside on that continuation of on the uptrend that we're in, right? And then, you know, we hit that divergence, and then, like, it all came crashing down. Anyways, we bounced off that mid part of the channel. We called it. We said we could bounce around there. Sitting below at 20 MA still. So again, sitting neutral on their side, 51.54. Making less negative momentum, like I said. Not much going on with this, man. Let's look here, man. We had that divergence. See, it's playing out, man. It's playing out beautifully. We called it out earlier that day. Not so much on the RSI. I called it here. It was around the time that the stream started. I think we're making this bar already. We're probably on this bar when I was doing this. So again, man, price action to the downside. We did have it beautifully, man. Again, nice played. Above that 20 MA right now with contraction starting to happen on the Bollinger Bands. Getting positive momentum, right? Really quick, and this just might not play out, right? You're going slightly higher here. And you're going lower here. So again, you're creating kind of bearish divergence, but this is still developing, and this negative momentum is still developing as well. So you can still like go higher, and this go higher, and then it just negates, right? Just let me know that we talked about it. And on the RSI, you're fine. You're a little bit lower than the previous high that we had. Anyways, on the lower part, low, lower low, more negative momentum. Again, nothing going on, man. It's just like really, really boring today for the market. Yeah, let's go into Binance, man. And I do have a surprise article today at the end of the articles. Binance, Changpeng Zhao came out saying we're always looking for partners in any community, especially Russia. Russia is our key market, one of the most active markets in the global blockchain space. So apparently now he likes Russia more, because I think the US was his key market before, right? But since they already open, now his key market is going to be Russia, I guess. Or maybe he's just trying to be nice. When he was on stage, he was asked who will have the most influence on crypto in the near future. And he said that Vladimir Putin, which drew laughs from the audience. It was a winking reference to the indecisiveness of Russian regulators. In America, he actually wanted to say in America, regulators are very distributed, and in China, it's not going to move anytime soon. Really, he was like all happy and stuff because China was pro blockchain like last week, and now he's saying it's not going to move anytime soon. The government's coming out saying, dude, get on it, guys, you know. And now he's saying, it's going to take forever, man. Maybe that's Chinese time. I'm not so familiar with the culture, but you know. Anyways, he says there is a potential bill in Russia that may pass very soon, and will be a good thing for the industry. Apparently, the bill in question is currently dormant in the Russian parliament. Now, Binance launched a fiat on-ramp for the Nigerian currency Naira, or NGN, and most recently announced that Russia rubles deposits are coming. But that's just a start for Binance plans for Russia, where Changpeng Zhao told CoinDesk he wants to open an office because he wants to take vacation in Siberia, man. No, I'm kidding. He says there's a very strong programmer talent there. And he said that on the trip, it's very clear to him that he should look into the developer's office. It's not a commercial office, not just yet. So he's basically saying they will open a commercial office maybe later on, but unsure at this moment. Anyways, Binance is looking to bring a stablecoin project business to Russia, since they're also working with other potential stablecoin issuers pegged to fiat currencies. In every location that they're doing that, in Russia specifically, they're looking for those partners as well. That's for the article, man. This guy seems to change his tune very often. Again, he's probably a pawn or something, you know. Anyways, let's go on to Binance. What's happened with the Binance dominance on the daily? Yesterday we lose a little bit, 0.81. Right now gaining 0.58. Sitting at 1.32% of market cap. Price of Binance, $20.14. I'm not sure if I said the price of Litecoin, $58.41. Anyways, Binance, see, we had that negative day. Also from that divergence that we developed and we called out on the daily, man, beautifully. Downside. Boom. There we go. And now we are making a slight green day. We're sitting high on the RSI at 60.12, making less positive momentum. Nothing else going on, so let's go to a more micro scale, right? The 4 hours. We had that divergence as well. We called it out, and look at this, man, beautifully. To the downside. Damn. Right now, we have this channel, this kind of flag that we're in. Just extend it. Kind of had broken into the upside, so again, I could always adjust this to here, right? It would still make sense. I get some nice touch points around this if I adjust. Oh man, it don't look that good now. I'll leave it as it was. There we go. I'll just extend it a little bit. And say this was a false breakout. Anyways, negative momentum still developing. Less of it though, and sitting neutral on the RSI at 54.70. Are we doing something? Higher low, lower low, more negative momentum than here for sure. Nothing going on. On the top part, nothing. We're not developing any new green islands. So again, really boring day for the market. Here, what is going on? We had the divergence, you know, price action to the downside. We got it beautifully. Boom, there we go. Low, lower low, lower low, lower low still, and making more negative momentum each time. Right now we're making a higher high and a lower high again. Almost at the same level, but a little bit less positive momentum. If anything, we might create some bearish divergence, so watch out for that. RSI sitting neutral at 53.88, man. That's it. I have another article I'm going to jump into. The market's not doing much. There's not that many signals that we can look at. Here's lower than here. You're low. Less negative momentum again. Not much really going on, man. Not much going on. I really wish I could call something else. But again, I'm not going to sit here and make up stuff. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. That's it. Anyways, let's go on to this. This other article I do like is about T0. It's about the tokenized 25 million of luxury residential development in UK. Now, following the partnership with the UK-based real estate investment firm Alliance Investments, T0 plans to tokenize the 25 million of River Plaza on the Tesla's blockchain, according to press release on October the 30th. The 180-unit luxury residential apartment River Plaza is the first initiative of Alliance Investments' real estate tokenization plan to tokenize around 640 million of real estate projects across the UK over the next several years. The security token offering is expected to launch in Q1 2020. Specifically, River Plaza security tokens are expected to boost real estate liquidity for investors through T0's secondary trading, which is operated by T0's broker-dealer subsidiary, Pro Securities. Now, the CEO of T0's, Swami Nursalehi, said that tokenizing the real estate asset will democratize investors across the projects and improve liquidity in the market. That's it. No more news. No more charts. Unless you guys have a request, please put it up on the chat and I will definitely look at it. If there's no request for any coins, I will call it a stream, and that'll be it for tonight. Remember, guys, tomorrow it's Halloween. I will be taking my kids trick-or-treating, so I might start a little bit later than usual. It's all going to depend on whether or not the weather, it's weather. Right now, the weather is raining. It's been raining every day for the last couple days, and if it's raining, I'm probably not going to take my kids out because they have been getting sick lately a lot, and I'm just going to keep them in the house, and maybe we'll just give candy to the trick-or-treaters, and that'll be it. But again, should you have any coin requests, please, now is the time. Also, anonymous user, I'm not sure if you're here watching or not. Yesterday you did throw up a comment towards the end of the stream. I didn't get a chance to see it because I had already finished the stream, and I looked at it afterwards, and it just popped up right as I was closing the stream. You asked something about Thursday the 31st. Yes, tomorrow the 31st. I will start a little bit later than usual, depending on whether or not the weather allows for Halloween trick-or-treating to go on. If not, I might as well start on time. And yeah, if you guys like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. I guess there's no more requests, so talk about crypto to your family, to your friends. I'm here every day. Yeah, have a great Wednesday, guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. It's gonna come the weekend soon. Yes, gladly I'll accept the weekend. And that's it for me, guys. I wish you all a happy night. Yeah, go have fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Snap, just coming back in real quick. I just got a little, man, I missed the World Series game. Fudge, man. I just got a small thing that said the Nationals win the World Series. Again, I hope I'm not spoiling it for everyone, but if you like baseball, they just won the World Series. So again, I guess that's why a lot of people are not here. Anyways, that's it, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.